Hey guys, so I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about some of these problems that seem like it gave you guys some trouble. So I'm just going to kind of hit them real quickly. Remember, it's asking you to solve it without the quadratic formula. So the first thing, guys, you have to remember is, can I take out a common factor? The answer in this problem is yes. What can I factor out? A y. So I'm going to divide by y. I'm going to factor it out. The y does not disappear. It just comes out. So y squared divided by y, well, you're left with one of them. You have a minus. Y divided by y, that simplifies out. You're left with a 6, and that equals to 0. Now that you have this, I don't have to x factor out. I don't have to do anything else. There it is. So y equals 0, and then y minus 6 equals 0. You can solve it, and y is equal to 6. And you're done. This guy here, what you have to do is, can I rewrite it before I do it? And you notice there's an equals to 7. So I'm going to bring that guy over, minus 7, minus 7. That's going to simplify out. I'm going to be left with n squared plus 5n. That cancels out. It simplifies itself out. So I'm left with nothing, and I just have equal to 0. Now I have this same scenario. What can I do? I can factor out an n on both. Factor it out. It comes out. You're left with n, same thing, plus 5. And then same thing, same scenario. N's simplify out. This is done for me. So now n is equal to 0 and n plus 5 is equal to 0. When you solve that, n is equal to negative 5. This guy, you don't need to solve it because it's just by itself. Okay? And the last one, 2t squared minus 14t plus 3 equals 3. You notice the same thing. Equals to 3, bring that guy back, minus 3 on both sides, that cancels out, so does that guy. So now we're left with 2t squared minus 14t. There is nothing left here, equals to 0. We're back with the same two problems. Factor out a 2, okay, because 2 can go into both, but also you have a t. The t can go into both. What do? Factor that out. What are you left with? Well, this becomes a 1. T squared over t, you're left with 1t, minus 14 divided by 2 is 7. T divided by t, well, that cancels out. This is what you're left with. So now you're left with 2t equals to 0. T minus 7 equals to 0. You solve that, well, t equals to, well, let's divide by 2. Divide by 2. T is equal to 0. 0 divided by anything is 0. And then right here, t is equal to 7. And you're done there. I want to go ahead and do one more that kind of stumped you guys. And it's a fraction problem. You have 1/3 x squared plus 3x minus 4 is equal to negative 4. Same difference, okay? Bring this negative 4 over, becomes a positive 4. Okay, that simplifies out. So does this guy here. You're left with 1/3 x squared plus 3x. That cancels out, which is nice, equals to nothing. But here's a problem. This fraction is messing me up, so I got to get rid of it. What you can do is you can rewrite it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply the whole equation by that denominator, by 3. You can put a 3 over 1 if you'd like. But you notice here, 3 divided by 3, that's going to simplify out into a 1. Okay? Or you can do 3 times 1 is 3. Divided by another 3 gives you 1, which is 1x squared. 3 times 3 is 9x. 3 times 0 is still 0. You got the same thing. This is a lot easier to work with than the fraction. What do? Same thing. Take out that x plus 9, and then you're done. You got x equals 0, and x is equal to negative 9. All right, guys, hopefully that helps you out.